All preparations finalized for tomorrow's counting of votes in 5 states, including Assam. Economic and Welfare Empowered Group apprised Prime Minister Modi on extension of Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Government extends timelines of certain compliances by taxpayers in view of COVID-19. Assam government extends COVID guidelines and restrictions, including night curfew till May 7. And in IPL cricket, Mumbai Indians to take on Chennai Super Kings in Delhi tonight. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Jolly Khoikia Gogoi with the news in detail. In the states of Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and the Union Territory of Puducherry, all necessary preparations are being finalized for the counting of votes of the recently held Legislative Assembly elections tomorrow. In addition, the counting of votes for the simultaneous by-polls to 4 Lok Sabha seats and 12 assembly seats in different states will also be taken up together. The counting process will begin at 8 a.m. Meanwhile, the counting trends and results will be available on the Election Commission website and will be updated every few minutes to display the current round-wise trends and results of each constituency. The trends and results will also be accessible through the Voter Helpline mobile app. However, the Election Commission has rolled out a strict COVID protocol for the counting day. On the eve of the big day, Assam is all set to go for counting for the State Assembly election 2021 on 2nd May. Preparations in all the 50 election districts for the counting is complete. In view of the present worsening COVID scenario, the State Election Department has taken all possible measures related to COVID protocol in the 331 counting halls in 53 counting centers across the state. The election saw 946 candidates in the fray, which included 872 male and 74 female candidates for the 126 Legislative Assembly constituencies. The number of total eligible voters was 2,33,74,087, while a 81% voter turnout was recorded. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has directed officials of the central government to work in close coordination with the states to ensure that the poor get the benefits of free food grains without any issue. He chaired a meeting to review the functioning of different empowered groups through the video conference. The Empowered Group on Economic and Welfare Measures made a presentation to the Prime Minister on the steps taken, such as extension of PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. It was discussed that portability enabled due to One Nation, One Ration Card initiative has helped to benefit more people. The insurance scheme for frontline health workers has been extended for another 6 months. Modi said that steps should be taken to expedite the settlement of pending insurance claims so that the dependents of the deceased are able to avail of benefits in time. The government has extended the timelines of certain compliances by taxpayers in view of the pandemic. Ministry of Finance in a statement said that the appeal to Commissioner of the Income Tax Act, for which the last date of filing was 1st April 2021 or thereafter, is now extended and may be filed by 31st of this month. Besides, objections to dispute resolution panel, for which the last date of filing was 1st April, is also extended and can also be filed by 31st of May 2021. The ministry said the income tax returns in response to notice can be filed within the time allowed under the notice or by 31st of this month. In addition to it, filing of belated return and revised return for assessment year 2020 to 2021, which was required to be filed on or before 31st March, may be filed on or before 31st May this year. The world's largest COVID-19 vaccination drive is progressing smoothly in the country. Today onwards, in the third phase of the vaccination drive, everyone above the age of 18 years will be eligible to take the COVID vaccine. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry has informed that over 27,44,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines were administered to the beneficiaries in the last 24 hours, whereas over 15 crore 49 lakh people have already been inoculated with COVID-19 vaccines in the country so far. The state government today issued a fresh order extending the COVID guidelines and restrictions, including night curfew till May 7. All officials and persons, both government and private, involved in emergency services are exempted from the purview of night curfew on production of valid identity card. The order, however, said that takeaway and home delivery of food by restaurants, dhabas and other eateries has been allowed up to 8 p.m. In the COVID update from the country, the number of total active cases continue to rise and presently comprises of over 32,68,000. In the last 24 hours, the nation registered a total of 4,01,993 new COVID cases. With this, the recovery rate has further slipped to 81.84%. Over 2,99,000 people have been discharged from hospitals or cured in the last 24 hours. With this, so far, over 1 crore 56 lakh people have recovered in the country. Meanwhile, as per reports, the cumulative death toll in the country stands at 2,11,853. In the COVID scenario from the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh reports 1,226 active cases, while discharged cases logged 17,134. The tally for the dead is at 59. Assam is saddled with 23,826 active cases, while the cured cases logged 2,26,643. The dead accounted for 1,307. Reporting 1,417 active cases, Manipur recorded 29,764 cured cases, while the dead tallied at 405. Meghalaya reported 1,592 active cases, a case load of 15,083 cured cases. The dead accounted for 171. With a case load of 1,079 active cases, Mizoram logged 4,926 discharged cases, while the death toll has gone up to 15. Nagaland reported 1,261 active cases with 12,611 released cases. The dead tallied at 104. Sikkim has a caseload of 1,432 active cases, 6,373 cured cases. The tally for the dead is 147. Lastly, in Tripura, active cases have touched 1,266, while discharged cases logged 33,679. The dead accounted for 397. In IPL cricket, a resurgent Mumbai Indians will take on Chennai Super Kings at Delhi's Arun Jaitley Stadium tonight. Rohit Sharma-led Mumbai have had a difficult start to their title defence. However, Mumbai showed signs of recovery in their last game. On the other hand, Mahendra Singh Dhoni-led Chennai side has won 5 out of its 6 matches and emerged as a strong unit. Meanwhile, in yesterday's match, Punjab Kings defeated Royal Challengers Bangalore by 34 runs at Ahmedabad. Even though Meghalaya is not in a position to roll out the vaccination drive for 18-plus age group from May 1, registration for the same has started from today. Health Minister A.L. Hek informed that the state has received the batch of over 40,000 vaccine doses. Furthermore, he said that vaccination camps for those above 18 years will be conducted in phases. Initially, focus will be on urban areas of Shillong, Tura and Jowai, adding that Bernihat will also receive a batch. However, the vaccination drive for citizens above the age of 45 years is ongoing in the state. International Labour Day was celebrated in Assam today. However, amidst the rising cases of corona, the occasion was a low-key affair observed by several labour unions at Guwahati and other parts of the state. The left parties limited the function to the hoisting of the flag and few speeches on the occasion. The Communist Party of India Marxist hoisted the flag at the party office in Guwahati, while in Buxa and Dhubri too, several organizations celebrated the day in adherence to the COVID protocol. In Meghalaya, private vehicles would have to stay off road in Shillong, Jowai and Tura with effect from May 1 till the 10th. This is in accordance with the containment measures issued by the government recently. Public vehicular movement will reduce except for those who are in need of services like health care and vaccination. Inter-district or intra-district movement from Shillong, Jowai and Tura will be restricted except for those who are permitted as per the emergency services but have to get permission from the DCs. Emergency services in the list include people moving to avail healthcare service, agriculture and veterinary, transportation of essential services, students and teachers for exams, goods and home delivery services, e-commerce, press personnel, person who are engaged in construction work, persons travelling in government duty, civil defence services, armed forces, bank and postal services. The counting for the Assam State Assembly elections to take place on the 2nd of May, and in view of that, DD Assam has come up with a 13-hour-long special program titled Janadesh 2021. The program is aimed to disseminate and trend the latest reports of the day. A host of political experts, analysts and well-known journalists will be part of the non-stop analytic programs and bulletins to be aired on that day.
2 May 2021
দিশপুৰ কাৰ দখললৈ যাব কোনে মাৰিব হেহাহি বিধানসভা নিৰ্বাচনৰ ভোট গণনাৰ সবিশেষ
পুৱা 8 বজাৰ পৰা 13 ঘণ্টা অবিৰত সম্প্ৰচাৰ
ডিডি অসমৰ বিশাল আয়োজন
জনাদেশ 2021
প্ৰত্যেক সমষ্টিৰ ভোট গণনাৰ সঠিক তথ্য আৰু নিৰপেক্ষ বিশ্লেষণ লাইভত উপস্থিত থাকিব কেইবাজনো বিশিষ্ট ৰাজনৈতিক নেতা বিশিষ্ট সাংবাদিক আৰু ৰাজনৈতিক বিশ্লেষক
শুদ্ধ আৰু প্ৰকৃত খবৰৰ বাবে চাওক জনাদেশ 2021
Now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. All preparations finalized for tomorrow's counting of votes in 5 states, including Assam. Economic and Welfare Empowered Group apprised Prime Minister Modi on extension of Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Government extends timelines of certain compliances by taxpayers in view of COVID-19. Assam government extends COVID guidelines and restrictions, including night curfew till May 7. And in IPL cricket, Mumbai Indians to take on Chennai Super Kings in Delhi tonight. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, regularly sanitize hands and frequently wash hands with soap. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.